So I've been cutting, guys, and I don't know, like I kind of feel like I took the cut too far. I don't know, you guys tell me, like, I know I've lost some weight, but I hope I didn't lose too much muscle. Good morning, everybody. It's a cold winter morning again at Camp Crystal Gaines. So I never thought these words would be coming out of my mouth, but I am taking 4 to 7 days off from lifting. For about 5 days now, I have had a horrible rhomboid pain where it feels like there's a golf ball shoved up under your shoulder blade. And it's like one of those things where no matter how you sit or lay, you can't get comfortable. And then on top of that, I aggravated my sciatica, I believe, by going super deep on the hack squats. And the rhomboid pain is actually gone now, but the sciatica, I'm in fucking agony every night. I have barely been sleeping. And then on top of, the sciatica stuff, the injuries or whatever you want to call them, I'm just burnt the fuck out. I always watch and read how you're supposed to take deload weeks, and I'm not sure exact time period, but like fairly every few months or so, I believe, you're supposed to take a deload. And I've never done that from day one. Like, I started out my first year doing like 7 days a week because I didn't understand recovery. And then I dropped down to 6 days, and that got to a point where that was still too much because like I push it to the absolute limit every time I lift. Like, if it's in me to do so, which, every now and then, I just have a shitty lift, but I always do what I can to failure. And when you go hard like that for years, never taking a deload week, eventually systemic fatigue builds up. And I've had this happen several times when I skip a rest day and go to the gym instead. That following week, all my lifts end up sucking because I'm just, my central nervous system is just fucking fried. But yeah, I was thinking about it, and I finally had to admit I need to take some time off. I was talking to my buddy, he's an IFBB pro, and he was like, man, you're like I was. Listen to me. You're not going to fucking shrink if you take a week off. And the more I talked to him about it, the more I realized, like, I'm not going to heal either of these injuries if I'm constantly causing more damage that needs to be recovered by training with those injuries. So I'm going to let those heal. I'm going to, when I say a week, I mean 4 to 7 days. So we'll see how well I do with that, because I'm already going insane. I have a very hyperactive brain, and lifting kind of allows me to get some of that energy out, that nervous energy. And I'm not lifting right now, so it is I'm kind of going crazy. I've been making a bunch of reels and stuff and promo stuff just to like kind of occupy myself. But yeah, that's what's going on. I never ever thought there would ever be a point where I was saying, hey, I'm taking a week off. That just I never thought that would ever be something I'd say. But yeah, because I'm not lifting this week, I figured, hey, you got some time, you should probably make a video for this YouTube channel. So we got that going. I might just go ahead and put it in this video. Like I said, I've been making a bunch of reels to occupy my brain, And I did one today that showed me 15 months ago and where I'm at now. And it did kind of blow my mind to look at it. Now, granted, I'm pretty sure in the first pick, I didn't have a pump. So I was bigger with a pump, but it's still quite a fucking bit of progress. It made me feel really good. There's a guy that goes to my gym, and he came up to me and he's like, man, how much fucking weight have you put on since you started coming here? And I was like, honestly, man, I'm not positive, because I kind of stopped weighing myself on a regular basis. Like, I'll go a long fucking time and not weigh myself. I used to do it every single day, but you fluctuate so much from day to day. I think it's better to get like you can still weigh yourself every day, but kind of take a medium of that and go off of that. Because I see people flip out all the time. Oh my God, I gained 6 pounds. Dude, like, no, it's just water fluctuations, how much food is in you, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, he was like, how much weight have you put on? And I was like, I don't know. He's like, well, you've blown the fuck up since you started coming here. It's been like, what? And actually, now that I think about it, that correlates with me getting back into a real gym too. So I feel like I definitely used the equipment to my advantage compared to like what I had out in the garage. But yeah, that made me feel really good. He's like, I swear you put on like 30 pounds of muscle. I was like, I don't know exactly, but I actually don't know what I weigh right now currently. It's so weird because I was extremely spastic about tracking everything I did. And I still track my calories and macros and all that. But as far as tracking my lifts, tracking my weight, I just haven't been doing it. Just literally do not have with everything I do every day, I don't have the mental capacity to like deal with it. But yeah, it just made me feel pretty good to see, how much progress we've made in 15 months. But yeah, guys, I've like I said, I don't take deload weeks, but even with rest days, I've had 2 instances where I've taken 2 days off in a row, and I've had 1 instance where I took 3. I had that one that was technically I lifted the 1 day, but I counted it as 3 days off because it was a shitty lift, but that was actually 2 days off. I've never done more than 3 days. So it is very strange for me to not be lifting. And I know, like, my buddy is IFBB Pro. I know he's right. Like, you're not going to lose all your muscle if you take some time off. But I don't think that I can go longer than a week. I really don't. I'm hoping that I feel good enough to lift at the 4-day mark, which would be this Friday, but we'll have to see where that is. I also don't want to just start feeling good and then go in and aggravate it again and then just go through this shit again. But I'm so bad that I won't take non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs like Tylenol or ibuprofen, just because I've read that it interferes with muscle protein synthesis, which is kind of psychotic. But I mean, if that's true, which I believe it is, because I've heard very knowledgeable people say that, I'll sit there and suffer instead of taking like an ibuprofen or something. But this sciatica has been so bad. I'm kind of worried that I have like a ruptured disc or something that's causing it. But no health insurance, so just guesswork over here. But it was so unbearable that I've had to break down and take painkillers not like prescription ones, just over-the-counter painkillers to be able to even sleep at all. So it's really bad at night, and I'm sure the humidity and cold is not helping matters. It was 70 something percent humidity the other night, but at night it gets horrible, and then in the morning it's horrible as well. I usually wake up from the pain. Like I'll lay in bed and be in agony for hours. And there's things you can do to help it, but it's very temporary relief. I'll be laying in bed, not able to fall asleep. Finally do fall asleep, and then wake up with in agony, literally the pain waking you up. So that's what's going on. I just got to start listening to my body more. That's something I told myself months ago, because I had reached like burnout at that point too. And all I did then was, you know, just make sure that I wasn't skipping my rest days. But I need to listen to my body when I'm burnt out, because you'll feel it when your central nervous system is fried. You feel way off, like your whole, like it's hard to describe, but you'll know. And I'm definitely there. But what's crazy is even with just these couple days, I can feel myself like recovering and getting fresher, if that makes sense. But every time I have taken time off and come back, even though that was only 2 to 3 days at most, I am stronger. So, and they say when you do that, when you take a break, you kind of resensitize your muscles to how much stimulus is required to grow. So I think all in all, this will be good. But yeah, man, that's where we're at right now. If I think of something else, I'll hop back on here.